There's a lot of conversation right now about what a podcast is, what a podcast isn't. Personally, I've just been always excited to have an independent broadcast studio in my house. And that included making both audio and video podcasts. And lately, with Apple's new HLS video announcement and the fact that YouTube has gotten so big with podcasts and Spotify's gotten so big with podcasts, and also just watching how people interact with podcasts, often they'll have them on in the background, so they might not be watching the whole time. Sometimes they'll watch a little bit and then put it in their pocket and then just listen to the audio. Lots has changed. And one of the things I want to explore in this podcast, the video podcast show, is how adding video to your podcast doesn't have to be a chore. And it doesn't have to be expensive either. Right now I'm using a relatively inexpensive webcam, but I've also invested in this, which is a nice Canon Mark II with a nice lens. But my point is you can do both. You can start making video podcasts with a webcam that you already have. And what excites me about this medium is that we can now take our audience places they could never go before. This doesn't have to be a big headache, like, oh no, I have to buy all of this equipment and it's going to be so difficult to edit. No, this is allowing us as creators to paint with a bigger palette of colors.
Here, I can do anything.
Let me show you. So right now I'm taking the webcam off and I can show you around my studio. Now the listener can't see this, but if they switch to the video version, they can see I'm in a very small room. I've been making video podcasts in this very small studio. It's about 80 square feet, not a lot of space. So if you've got a closet that's about this size, you too could be making engaging video podcasts. And they don't always have to be these fixed camera shots with a beautiful background, which is great. What people want now, especially in the age of AI and automation, is authenticity. They want to see your real workspace. They want to see your real life. They want you to bring them on adventures and get untethered from your desk. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can subscribe to this show wherever you get your video podcast. That includes Apple, HLS Video, Spotify, YouTube, and I'm also going to show you how you can make a video show that also sounds great and works as an audio podcast, even though the audio listener might not be able to see everything the video watcher sees. That doesn't mean that we can't still make podcasts for both audiences at the same time. I'm Justin Jackson. I'm the co-founder of Transistor.fm. We do podcast hosting for audio podcasts and video podcasts. You upload one video file to us and we will distribute your episode as video to YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, but we'll also transcode it to audio and distribute it to all of the podcast platforms that support audio podcasts. If this show sounds interesting to you, you can follow along by subscribing right in your podcast player, wherever you're watching or listening to this.